Well, it's the time for New Year resolutions, but often they're quickly abandoned. So what's the best way to make lasting changes in our lives if that's what we want? And should we be putting so much pressure on ourselves anyway? Well, let's talk more about this with psychologist and author Susie Pearl. Welcome, Susie. Morning.
Morning.
So first of all then, is it a good idea to make a New Year resolution? It feels like a natural instinct, but I guess that's because we're so conditioned to do it.
We are conditioned to do it. And I think it's a very good thing to do, because otherwise, unless we know where we want to go, it's very difficult to get where you're planning. So to actually think and consider what you want for the year ahead is a fantastic thing to do. It gets your brain in gear to consider what you want, and that can get you excited, more positive. And frank, let's face it, we've all had globally a very difficult couple of years. This year more than ever, I think it's more important for us to set some really strong New Year's resolutions to go forward fresh.
So what sort of resolutions are you thinking? I mean, because when you were describing there about setting out where we want to go in the year, that sort of took my mind in a direction of, might someone think that they want to do a particular travel or something, rather than it being the normal, right, I've got to get a bit fitter, which obviously is part of our whole holistic approach. So there are different aspects, I guess.
Yeah. And sometimes we make the same things year after year. I think this year we've been in a lot of trauma, fear, grief, and all upset, chaos for many people around the world. So I think setting resolutions is one way to get calmer, get clearer, and have something to look forward to, for the year ahead. Mm-hmm. And some of the things, I think it's good to consider all things. Your mind is very powerful, it's the most powerful computer on the planet. So to inform your mind what it is you want is really useful. Mm. I coach a lot of people, and sometimes I start off and I ask them, what do you want? And it's interesting because so many people go, I'm not sure, I haven't really thought about that. Now is the time to think about what you want, and write it down, tell a friend, get a buddy to keep you accountable and support you in it, and maybe consider different things like your mind, your body, keep fit, moving, exercise is really important for mental health and feeling better. And your spirit, some sort of connection, it could be walking outside in nature. It could be some quiet, reflective time, meditation, mindfulness, just being quieter. All of these things are important. Breathing, exercise, moving the body, being outside, having a little bit of social time, even if it's online. We're doing a lot of that now, but to make sure that you don't isolate. When I was doing this, I was chatting to a couple of people who were like, what are your New Year's resolutions? And a number of people said to me, I'm going to put myself first in the new year. Instead of people pleasing and doing a lot to help other, to make other people happy, I'm going to choose to put myself forward. And I think this is a great way to kick off and start, because when we ourselves are happy and comfortable and doing what we want to do, everything else works out. Our families, our children, our partners, everything goes smoother when we're looking after ourselves. And very often we're the last on the line to be looked after.
It's absolutely true. But as you say, it can be quite a difficult thing when people are used to kind of a certain way of thinking, to put themselves in the centre and think, what is it that I want? I guess another part of the picture at the moment is the fact that we've all, I suppose, been through so many scenarios where it's like something is on the horizon, want it to happen, but cannot bank it because of the potential for change because of COVID. So that has potentially changed mindsets in terms of being able to look forward and think, right, this is what I want. What would you say to that?
Well, you mentioned mindset, and mindset is everything. I'm the author of a book on happiness and creativity, and all my studies show that when you change your mindset, you get more positive rather than negative. Let's face it, we have every reason to be negative right now. It's a scary place. So now we need to get a strong mindset, more positive, and then we get into a state of flow. We can breathe more easily. We can begin to rest. The mind can get calmer, because stress and thoughts are the things that really deplete us with health and well-being. So we need to find techniques to de-stress, to calm the monkey mind, calm the thoughts, because thoughts are the things that can send us into anxiety and fear. So it's really great if you can find techniques and methods, and I can give you some examples of what, to help the mind slow down those fearful thoughts and turn them more into a positive mindset. Mindset is everything here.
Susie, it's good to talk to you. Thank you very much for all of that advice, and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you too.
Thank you.
For having me.
Thank you.